House Republicans are demanding answers from California's Secretary of State over a $35 million contract that his office gave a company that worked for or with the Biden campaign. The GOP lawmakers wrote to a watchdog saying that this contract was, quote, apparently intended to provide a partisan firm the opportunity to use taxpayer money to influence the federal election. One of those lawmakers joins us now, Congressman James Comer, ranking Republican on the Oversight Committee. Welcome and good morning. And what questions do you have, sir?
Well, this is an investigation House Republicans on the Oversight Committee launched 2 months ago. I announced this investigation on the Tucker Carlson show. It basically involves Secretary of State Padilla awarding a no-bid $35 million contract to SKD Knickerbocker, which is Joe Biden's main digital firm that he used in his presidential campaign. They awarded this contract so that they could micro-target voters to get out the vote. First of all, it was a no-bid contract, which is completely illegal and unethical. Secondly, you're not allowed to use taxpayer dollars to micro-target voters to get out the vote. So thirdly, the firm's a partisan firm. So there's 3 instances of major violations here. We've asked Secretary Padilla to further explain his actions, and thus far he's refused to do so.
We were speaking to Robert Wolf earlier. He was an economic advisor to the Obama administration, and he said that this is not a political firm. We just did some digging on the website just to kind of get at some sort of idea of where the company stands and the history of the company. And on the front of the website, if we put it up on the screen there, you'll see that post-election day, it's got this message: Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, and all of our clients who fought for the soul of the nation. Some of the things that we do know about the firm that it was awarded this $35 million contract in August, Congressman. The website claims that it is proud to be a part of the team Biden, and it employs many former Obama communications officials. So important to point these things out and ask you, what's happening here? Is this the return of the swamp that many are calling it?
This is the return of the swamp. It's unethical, it's improper, and it's probably illegal. And what we have done is asked the Inspector General from the Election Assistance Commission to investigate this. She's been dragging her feet on that. But because we've been vocal and we've messaged this instance of taxpayer abuse, the Sacramento Bee and other publications in California have been writing about this. Legislators in the California General Assembly have been debating about this. And the California Comptroller yesterday refused to pay the $34.5 million bill that SKD Knickerbocker sent to Secretary of State Padilla. So what I'm asking for now is not only answers, but also a return of that $35 million in taxpayer funds back to the Treasury. Because somebody has to get the backs of the taxpayers. That's what the House Oversight Republicans are trying to do. We've clearly caught the Secretary of State violating the taxpayer trust. This is a partisan firm. You showed that on your television. And those taxpayer dollars should not be sent to that Joe Biden partisan firm. They should be sent back to Washington.
And many Democrats are responding by saying it's not a partisan firm. We can just tell you what exactly they have on their website and what they claim to be. This is part of your letter. I'll put this on the screen because Secretary Padilla may become a member of the United States Senate. In a matter of days or weeks, you write, it's critical that he provide answers about his decision to award a contract to a partisan firm, as you write, that appears to be both a misuse of taxpayer money and a violation of law. Where do you expect this investigation to go, considering the timing of it, which you point out in your letter?
Well, he needs to answer this question now. If he is, in fact, the person that Governor Newsom selects to replace Kamala Harris in the Senate, then he's going to have to answer this probably before the Senate Ethics Committee. So he might as well answer these questions now. This is clearly improper use of taxpayer dollars, and that's proven by the fact that the California Comptroller is refusing to pay this bill. So he's got a lot of questions that need to be answered, and we're not going to let up on this investigation.
And we will see where all of this goes next. Congressman, appreciate you coming on to talk about it. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.